Li Qianmei, in the world of Renegade Immortal, is a name that leaves a lasting impression on anyone who reads the novel. Among the many women entangled with the protagonist Wang Lin, she stands apart, not because she won his heart, but because of the way she loved. Her love was so deep, so selfless, that it earned her the title of the most infatuated woman in the entire story. Even when compared to Li Muan, who held Wang Lin's heart, Li Qianmei's devotion shines in a way that transcends the usual bounds of affection. From the very beginning, Li Qianmei was not an ordinary cultivator. She was born with extraordinary talent. In less than 1,000 years of cultivation, she had already reached the late stage of shattered nirvana. As the reincarnated daughter of Taoist master Lan Meng, hailing from beyond the realm, she carried immense potential and prestige. She was the pride of the Demon Sect, a young woman with beauty, intelligence, mastery in alchemy, and deep knowledge in formations. In any other story, she would be the main character, the destined one. But her life took a different path when she met Wang Lin. Their fates became intertwined in the Yunhai Star region. At first, it was simply Wang Lin's insights into the Tao that caught her attention. He was different from the rest, profound, mysterious, and quietly powerful. What started as curiosity gradually turned into admiration, and then into a silent, all-consuming love. Li Qianmei didn't chase after him, nor did she declare her feelings outright. Instead, her affection grew quietly, deeply rooted like an ancient tree weathering every storm. This love was put to the ultimate test when tragedy struck. Wang Lin was grievously injured by the powerful cultivator Shui Daozi, someone who had stepped into the terrifying third stage. Wang Lin's body was petrified, turned into a stone statue, and his soul teetered on the brink of complete collapse. In that moment of crisis, when most would have lost hope, Li Qianmei made a decision that changed everything. She stayed by his side and vowed to bring him back, no matter the cost. For the next 10 years, she did something no one could have expected. She used her own blood, her life force, to nourish Wang Lin's soul and replenish his vitality. At first, she used ordinary blood, but that soon proved insufficient. She began to use her heart blood, drawn from the tip of her tongue. Then she took it a step further, offering up her Yuanshan Dao blood, the essence of her cultivation, the very core of her existence. For a cultivator, Yuanshan Dao blood is sacred. It represents the fusion of one's understanding of the universe with the soul. Giving it away is akin to giving up one's future, and yet she gave it willingly, again and again. Time passed slowly. 1 month turned into 1 year. 1 year turned into 5. By the 9th year, her body had weakened to the point of collapse, and yet she remained, silently, faithfully. The statue of Wang Lin became increasingly clear, more lifelike, but also more demanding. It absorbed her blood at a terrifying pace, and each offering became more agonizing than the last. But Li Qianmei never stopped. Her pain never stopped her love. When the 10th year arrived, her body could no longer endure the constant drain of vitality. She realized that even her blood and soul power would no longer be enough to awaken Wang Lin. But instead of giving up, she made one final sacrifice. She left behind a soul jade pendant to continue nourishing Wang Lin's petrified body. Then, gathering what little strength she had left, she flew toward the battlefield of the Demon Sect. Her goal, to retrieve the soul blood she had left behind in the past. A desperate attempt to give Wang Lin one last chance at life. The place she ventured into was extremely dangerous. Even cultivators in their prime would hesitate to go there. But Li Qianmei, already in a state of near collapse, did not hesitate. She went anyway, pushing through the pain, defying the odds. She didn't care about the risk to her life or her cultivation. All she wanted was for Wang Lin to live. That kind of love, the kind that doesn't ask for anything in return, the kind that gives everything without regret, is incredibly rare, in fiction or in reality. What makes Li Qianmei even more admirable is that throughout all of this, she knew that Wang Lin's heart belonged to someone else. Wang Lin loved Li Muan. That truth never changed. But Li Qianmei never allowed jealousy or resentment to grow in her heart. She didn't try to take Li Muan's place. She didn't compete. She didn't beg for recognition. She gave everything she had, her body, her blood, her soul, without asking for even a single word of love in return. Her love was pure, unconditional. She was like a moth flying toward a flame, fully aware of the pain awaiting her, but choosing to fly anyway. She knew it would burn her. She knew it would destroy her, but she never turned back. Eventually, after all her sacrifices, Wang Lin sent her back to Taoist Master Lan Meng. Even after that, her heart remained heavy with sorrow. Wang Lin had accepted her outside the wheel formation during the battle to seal the boundary, acknowledging her efforts. But deep inside, Li Qianmei knew that his soul was still tied to Li Muan. That silent pain followed her into her next life. In her reincarnation, she was reborn on the Shangang continent as Donghua. She regained her memories of the past life, every moment, every feeling, every drop of blood she had shed. But even then, she chose not to seek Wang Lin again. She stayed away, watching from a distance, perhaps silently wishing him and Li Muan happiness. That choice, too, was an act of love. But Wang Lin did not forget her. In the end, he gave up one of his clones, a version of himself to accompany her. He fulfilled her final wish, offering a quiet kind of closure to a love story marked not by passion or possession, but by selflessness, endurance, and silent sorrow. Li Qianmei's love is not the loud kind. It doesn't demand attention, it doesn't ask for rewards, but it stays with the reader. Her story isn't just about romantic love, it's about devotion, it's about sacrifice. It's about choosing to give everything for someone, even when they may never fully understand or return those feelings. That is what makes her the most infatuated and perhaps the most tragic woman in Renegade Immortal. So after hearing all this, what do you think? Is Li Qianmei the most devoted character in the story? Does her love surpass all others in its purity and depth? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this exploration of Li Qianmei's character, be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more deep dives into the world of Cultivation novels and Donghua storytelling. Thanks for listening.